so far?
I'll show you my favorite pickup that I've had right here. SGC7, Hank Aaron rookie.
Dang.
For my personal collection, I'm stoked about that.
Wait, this is?
Yeah, that's for me.
You're putting this for you?
Yep.
Oh man, I love how every year you've been upgrading,
Exactly.
upgrading.
I sold my 6, got into the 7. So
he's like, the specialty is 1954 tops.
That's it, man.
Like nobody knows more about 1954 tops in the world than this guy.
And I know you like Griffey, right?
Oh man, Griffey's my guy.
That's a pretty neat one. I just picked that up for a client of mine. Jeez. The Bellingham Ken Griffey Jr. rookie autograph.
Is he like 15 in this picture?
I know, it's pretty neat.
That's kind of cool.
How cool is that, man?
So I'm going to show you the modern stuff, but you'll get the idea. So here's the mint case, bro.
This is the first time I've held. Wow, I like this. I love feeling it in my hand, and that is a gorgeous Ohtani. This is his Bowman Chrome rookie.
Yeah, it's Bowman Chrome rookie, 2018 Bowman Chrome auto refractor, numbered to 100.
That thing, let me tell you, and this is coming from a vintage guy. This is one of the most beautiful cards I've seen. Right?
And then what we did is we laser etched all the details of the card on the side, and now it's graded by Mike Baker.
Interesting. Yeah. So there's the actual grade is on the side here?
Yeah, so you see the 10 right there?
Oh, so it's a Mike Baker 10.
Yeah.
So check this out, guys. Let me show you this. So the grade this is a graded card, but rather than seeing the ugly plastic traditional slab, you've got it engraved right into the side of these mint cases. It's beautiful.
And then check this out. Turn it around.
Yep.
Now watch this. NFC chip on the inside. Boop. Scans. So you want to see highlights of the player, you want to learn stats, you want to see a cameo from the player, maybe the moment you pulled the card, or the moment you bought the card, or whatever it is, stored on the chip. And so now it's a piece of technology. It's not just a card anymore. It has and it's fully counterfeit protected. So you know how people counterfeit vintage and everything else? You cannot counterfeit one of these. We built them so you cannot break in, and if you somehow do break in, we'll know because it will zero the data on the chip.
This is so cool. Like I need one of these.
Well,
did you bring any of these? Are you selling these?
Yeah, we're selling them now.
Oh my goodness.
So that's about 100 grand.
Is that what these Ohtanis do?
This one, yeah. This one in that case with that grade, yeah.
$100,000 Shohei Ohtani card. I figured it'd be big. That's pretty crazy.
Well, here's the Kobe Bryant refractor, rookie.
Can I see this one as well? So this is Mike Baker as well graded?
Yep, Mike Baker.
So this is a Mike Baker 8. Mike Baker, famous for the NBA stickers, if you see those that kind of highlight super high eye appeal cards. You're familiar with that if you're in the vintage world.
Well, he's also the guy that did all 3 of the Mickey Mantle PSA 10s.
Yep.
He did the Honus Wagner's.
Yep.
So he is the guy. In my opinion, he's the Michael Jordan of grading.
Yep.
And so we are working with him to put grades on the side. And so, here's an MLB debut patch. Here's a Pujols rookie auto.
This is I would say, I would count this as a modern-ish card for me.
Yeah.
This is my favorite modern card.
Yeah, that's my favorite modern card.
This is gorgeous. And what is the grade on this? An 8.
That's funny. I actually had it in a PSA 9. Mike Baker looked at it. He goes, "Sorry, bro, it's not a 9. It's an 8."
He gave it an 8.
Yeah. So I took the downgrade, but I'm happy about it because I prefer the case.
These are so cool.
And I'm telling you this. I know this doesn't sound correct, but vintage cards, I put in a 1955 Roberto Clemente and a 1955 Koufax. It makes the vintage cards just pop in a way. Yeah, I thought it might look tacky. It doesn't. It makes the card look incredible.
Your eye gets drawn to the card.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
In a PSA, sorry guys, but the PSA flip, your eye gets drawn to it and it distracts from the card.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. So
this is how it should be done.
So you're prior to launching Mint.
Yeah.
The question here is, have you seen some investment and more interest in sports cards from other regions of the world, like the Middle East and things like that?
Yeah, so I'm taking these to China, taking them to Japan, Dubai, Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Because one of my goals is I think once the world, like outside the United States and Canada and England, really figure out that these are alternative assets.
Yes.
Your value of that Hank Aaron is about to explode.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I think the world, especially when you have like F1 cards, you have soccer cards, tennis cards, and once those countries start seeing their native, sons and daughters being made into cards, and the local population see what this is about, that it's a tie of nostalgia and value, finance, history, all these pieces come together. Yeah. Then it becomes a sought-after thing, and I think that this is just still the tip of the iceberg for collecting.
It's
couldn't
agree
going
more.
into a much more global space in the next 10 years.
And that's awesome to hear from you, because I've watched your content. I know we've gotten to speak a few times. It's awesome to get that perspective from you, given all your travels and your background.
Yeah, it's funny, you know. 14 years ago, I was sitting in my dorm in England in my MBA, and I was ripping packs that I had shipped out from the U.S. to England, and I'm sitting there in my dorm room ripping cards and enjoying it by myself. And now Fanatics has a flagship store in London, and I can think of 3 other card shops in London. There's a card shop in Greece, there's a couple in Germany, there's one in Holland. None of those were there just like 13, 14 years ago. And so seeing this explode in that kind of way, I've met a couple of guys from England today that are here. And so it's going that direction. For the fact that there were no card shops in Europe, and now there's a bunch of them. And then same with China, same with Japan, same with Korea. It's going global.
Something's telling me as well that the real appreciation factor is going to be in the most culturally relevant players and cards, which benefits the vintage market a lot, because those players have stood the test of time and are still culturally relevant. But in the modern world, you think of players like Ohtani, he's culturally relevant in multiple countries. So a player like that, from an investment standpoint, is probably the one modern guy that I would feel comfortable investing real significant money into.
If I had all the money in the world, I would invest it into Shohei Ohtani cards. We did have a chance to buy a gold one, a gold Ohtani from a guy in Florida about 3 years ago for 20 grand, and now I see that card selling for like 200 grand.
Oh, 10x on him.
It was a perfect 10, and so that's the thing, is I would have invested in Shohei Ohtani because he's a global player. Guys like Michael Jordan, he's a global player, right? And so Wayne Gretzky, any of those iconic cards.
Couldn't agree more.
Over the next 20 years, it's just the values are never gonna go up, because look at 140-year history of our hobby. It's just like that.
Somebody was asking me if I was worried about the vintage market going down once these guys who are collecting them, who are older, are passing away.
Never.
And I'm like, no. No one really in this room ever watched Babe Ruth play or Gehrig. And those guys, if you walk the show floor and you see the stickers that these guys are asking for their cards, they're way up from last year when I was here and the year before that. And guess what? Where they are now, when I come back here next year, they're probably going to be higher.
And those guys were some of the young guys, Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth. I'm interested in Mike King Kelly. Where Babe Ruth was the young guy, right? Mike King Kelly, 1887. And what is it? No, 1880.
87. We almost picked one up last night, actually.
It's my favorite card of all vintage. Is the Mike King Kelly, Allen Ginter. Second would be the the T206 Christy Mathewson. And so these cards, I've never seen these guys play.
Yeah, but you want them.
I want those cards.
I couldn't agree more.
I think there's something really cool about owning a full color tobacco card from 1887 in its perfect form, and knowing the story of Mike King Kelly and how much of a badass he was.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. So I guess one last thing I wanted to ask you too. You're seeing this in other collectibles as well. What is your thoughts? Because you're a big sneakerhead as well.
I'm a sneakerhead. Are you a sneakerhead as well?
I honestly, I'm more interested to learn about it. I've never really gotten into it. They take up a lot more space than cards. I like learning about watches. I see he's got a nice watch on. You got a nice watch on. I feel like that market, I don't know, it behaves similarly, and I don't know if Mint is looking to get into those categories.
We're going to be doing every category, every vertical. So
there you go.
What we're doing with the technology in these cases, we're also going to be doing for shoes, coins, comic books, action figures, watches. I had a guy in the Yankees with 5 World Series rings ask me if I could build a display just for his World Series rings. But for me, I'm going to have a whole wall in my office or my house with all my favorite sneakers. I'm a Tinker Hatfield fan, so I'm not a sneaker guy. I'm not a Nike guy. I'm a Tinker Hatfield guy. He's a very specific niche, best sneaker maker of all time.
Got it.
And so I want all of his shoes, his core shoes, on my wall, because for me, it's fine art.
Yeah, that's awesome. I believe it.
So matter of time, Gordon. Thanks
awesome.
So much, man.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Check it out. M1NT Cases, Brian, all the time. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
40 bonkers, vintage, king of them all.